Welcome, everybody, and thank you for being here. This is an exciting time for me and I think for our community. To my left is Dana Waterman, who's representing the Quad City Cultural Trust, and to my right is Frank Clark, representing the Putnam Board as its chairman. And we're excited about the fact that all of us are joining together in one great partnership with many people from the private sector as well. It's these three organizations that are the formalizing this relationship, but we couldn't do it without the support of organizations like John Deere, the Bechtel Trust, Hubble Waterman Foundation, those three in particular who came together to make this happen, as well as those who helped bridge this financing to get to the point of this agreement. So this is something that the Putnam has been serving this community for many years, and we're now setting up a stabilized system that will enable us to extend this activity for many, many more years. So with that, I think we're going to formally sign this agreement and then kind of move the process forward. I'll start with you, Mr. Clark. Is there anything you'd like to share today? And before I do that, I just want to recognize many of our aldermen are here today. Alderman Ambrose, Alderman Mattson, there we are, Alderman Grip, Alderman Dickman, and Alderman McGinnis. I wanted to note as well that Alderman Klul, who's been actively involved in this, is at a Sustaining Neighborhoods Commission meeting or a seminar and workshop today up in Dubuque and wanted to be here as well. So with that, we're excited to have all of you here because the council coming together and the staff from all the organizations that help bring this together as well. So I'll start with you, Mr. Clark. Anything you'd like to share?
Well, first of all, know that we have great gratitude and appreciation for the city commitment to the Putnam. I'd like to personally thank Alderman Grip, for one, who actually did a yeoman's work on this. He's worked on it for over a year with us to help flesh out all the details that we had to come together with, as well as city staff. Corey and others have really worked with us to try to make sure we got this right, and we did, I think, a fantastic job in doing it. So, again, thank you for the support.
Well, thank you. And again, I would also echo the support of Alderman Grip, but also I would say all these aldermen and all the aldermen have been actively involved in this over a number of years, saw the importance of this organization, but all their cultural amenities in our community, and remain committed to making sure that they are doing the job that they've done for a long time yet to come. So I'll turn it over to my friend Dana Waterman, and representing the Quad City Cultural Trust.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to be here. I'm actually going to offer a few comments on behalf of the chairman of the Cultural Trust, Ken Copel, who, if he appears before the end of the remarks, will slip into this chair in my place. But the Cultural Trust is pleased to be a major party to this major funding agreement between the City of Davenport and the Putnam Museum of Science and History. This agreement will provide significant city operating funds to the Putnam. Over the last 11 years, the Quad Cities Cultural Trust has provided $2.6 million in operating grants to support the Putnam, and has agreed to continue to provide support going forward. The city and its citizens will benefit greatly from the combined support of the Putnam. Each year, Quad City Cultural Trust's annual grants have enabled our supported organizations to connect residents to thousands of events and programs that take place throughout the region. These offerings enrich our quality of life by bringing people together to celebrate the things that make the Quad Cities a cool, unique place to live. The QCCT board and volunteers applaud the City of Davenport for its renewed commitment to arts and culture because, as we like to say, culture matters here, and it always will. And finally, I'd like to offer a personal additional thanks to Brandon Brandon Wright for his creative work in fashioning the numbers and bringing them together in a way that enables all of us to serve as partners in this venture going forward, and to continue support not only of the Putnam, but of the other rich cultural institutions that are in the city of Davenport and our greater Quad Cities community. So,
Well, thank you,
Mr.
Dana,
Mayor,
and
thank you
again,
very much.
thank you to all the staff. As you can see, a lot of names have been mentioned, and I think it's important that we understand. Also want to thank Kim Finley, the president and CEO of the Putnam Museum, for all of her continued work. Jackie O'Donnell for her work with the Cultural Trust in her support role there. But also, again, this is a teamwork effort. All the aldermen were actively involved, as well as staff, coming together with staff from the Putnam and the other organizations that are participating in this today. So we want to thank all of them for their involvement, and this is something good. And it's something good that's going to be going for many, many years to come through this type of partnership. So to that end, I think we're going to officially start, and I would say, Mr. Clark, if you would like to sign, right in the upper right. We're going to ask Ken Copel, who has just fashionably arrived, and thank you. Way to make us entrance, I appreciate that, so.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, Mr. Clark, and Mr. Copel.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And why don't we stand up and get a picture with the alderman and, okay. Dana, why don't you come on up too?
Kim.
You did the heavy lifting and,
Kim.
Kim, come on up.
Kim.
Jackie, come on up.
I'll pick it up when I get back there. Behind somebody. Here, Mary.
Can you get us all?
Become a master talking,
That's right.
thanks to you, Mayor.
That's right, we give out a lot of stuff.
Get less table here. Make sure I got everybody in the photo.
Okay.
You got it? Yep. All right.
Jackie, I see you all the time. That way,
Oh, is that right?
I think you've had a lot of swings.
how have you been?